Saitama, the hero for fun, and the most confusing powerhouse in anime history. The entire premise of One Punch Man is simple. Saitama is so strong that he defeats every enemy with a single, non-serious punch. The question isn't whether he is strong, but how strong, and more importantly, why. To answer the why, which is the root of his power, we have to look at the story he gives us in Season 1. Saitama repeatedly explains his training regimen to anyone who asks, most famously to his disciple Genus, and later to the Hero Association. His routine is almost insulting in its simplicity. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day for 3 years, plus 3 meals a day and no air conditioning in the summer to strengthen the mind. This is the first key point. The training itself is not special. It is mundane. It's the kind of routine any fitness enthusiast could attempt. The sheer absurdity of this low-level training producing infinite strength is what drives the series' central mystery. Genus, the cyborg genius, initially dismisses it as a joke. The true explanation for Saitama's power is provided not by the hero himself, but by one of his earliest opponents, Dr. Genus. In Season 1, Episode 3, Genus, a brilliant but disgraced scientist from the House of Evolution, has a breakthrough realization after Saitama effortlessly destroys his ultimate creation, Carnage Kabuto. Dr. Genus introduces the pivotal concept that defines Saitama's existence, the limiter. He hypothesizes that every living being, from a microscopic insect to the most powerful monster, has a biological and existential limit placed upon them, a limiter, by a higher natural force. This limiter prevents them from gaining power that would destroy their sense of self or the world around them. It is the ceiling of their potential. Genus postulates that when a being pushes past this natural limit, they undergo a complete and irreversible transformation, often turning into a monster. But Saitama's case is unique. Saitama, through sheer dedication and willpower, did something that should have been impossible. He broke his own limiter while remaining human. This is the ultimate answer to the why question based on the anime. It means Saitama's strength is not just vast, it is fundamentally limitless and unquantifiable within the natural laws of his universe. The only price he paid was the complete loss of his hair, which we see as the humorous visual culmination of his 3-year struggle.
いやいやいや、ふざけんなよ。よく見ろよ。よく見るも何も。その頭では言い逃れできないな。
The mystery is solved by recognizing that his power is not a technique or a known phenomenon, but a cosmic joke on the natural order of power itself. Analyzing his feats. Now that we understand his power is conceptually limitless, we must analyze the concrete evidence from Seasons 1 and 2 to grasp its magnitude. Saitama's power manifests in 3 core aspects: destructive strength, absolute speed, and infinite durability. Number 1. Destructive strength, the one-punch rule. The rule is simple. If Saitama is serious, the fight is over instantly. But even his non-serious punches are planet-level threats. The Meteor Incident, a giant meteor categorized as a dragon-level threat capable of destroying multiple cities, was plummeting towards City Z. Multiple S-class heroes, including Genus and Bang, could only stall it or deal negligible damage. Saitama, with one normal punch, completely obliterated the meteor, reducing it to dust and smaller pieces that caused minor city damage. This feat demonstrated that his base power is easily capable of eradicating continent-level threats. The Boros Showdown. This is his definitive animated strength feat. Boros, the leader of the Dark Matter Thieves, was hyped as the dominator of the universe, and a being who survived countless battles. Boros was the only opponent Saitama fought who survived an unserious punch. When Boros attempts to use his ultimate attack, the Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon, an energy beam stated to be capable of obliterating a planet's surface, Saitama finally uses a serious punch. This punch did not just defeat Boros. The wind pressure alone completely nullified Boros's planet-destroying attack and split the clouds across the entire Earth. This confirms his power extends beyond earthbound threats and into the realm of celestial destruction. Number 2. Absolute speed and reaction. Time Saitama's speed is often understated because he rarely needs to move. His speed is shown to be completely detached from the limits of physics. The moon jump. During the fight with Boros, Saitama is kicked with such force that he is launched off the earth and lands on the surface of the moon. Without hesitation or apparent effort, he immediately jumps back to earth in mere seconds. Based on the distance, this instantaneous travel means his jump speed must have been a significant fraction of the speed of light, if not faster, to minimize the travel time. He even holds his breath during the entire trip, showing the lack of effort required.
Oh.
Sonic encounters. Saitama constantly mocks the speed of Speedosound Sonic, a ninja whose movements are measured in sonic booms. In Season 2, Sonic attempts his ultimate technique, the tenfold funeral, creating 10 simultaneous after images. Saitama easily deals with this by using a serious sideways jump, creating his own countless after images, instantaneously mocking Sonic's top speed. His reaction time is essentially 0. He perceives and reacts to hypersonic and lightspeed movements with absolute calm.
Checkmate.
Number 3. Infinite durability. This is perhaps the simplest aspect of his power. No known force in the anime's first 2 seasons has caused him even a moment of physical discomfort. Boros's barrage. Boros's strongest punches, which are described as being able to vaporize mountains, strike Saitama repeatedly. Saitama receives them with a bored expression, demonstrating that the full force of a planetary-level alien general is essentially a light tap. The Deep Sea King Acid. In the fight against the Deep Sea King, the monster spits a highly concentrated acid on Saitama. The acid does not harm him, but it does leave a comical stain on his hero suit. His skin is tougher than any known armor or material shown in the series. Saitama's durability is so absolute that the biggest physical threat he has ever faced, Boros, who was capable of kicking him to the moon, admitted that the fight was over before it began because Saitama was too strong. Boros' own self-destruct move, which he believed would destroy the Earth's surface, failed to even seriously scratch Saitama. The conceptual comparison. This is where the distinction between limitless and merely incredibly powerful becomes critical. When comparing Saitama to other powerful anime characters, we aren't comparing power levels. We are comparing design philosophies. Most powerful anime protagonists, whether they are Saiyans, Shinigami, or wizards, have defined ceilings on their power. They have measurable ki, chakra, reiatsu, or magic reserves. They rely on specific named techniques, like the Spirit Bomb, the Rasengan. Their power-ups are incremental. They achieve Super Saiyan, then SS2, SS3, and so on. They move from city-level destruction to planet-level to eventually galaxy-level. Saitama operates outside this system. He has no measurable energy, no techniques. Besides Serious Punch, which is just a harder punch, and no incremental power-ups. He started at infinite power and stayed there. When we compare Saitama's Season 1 Serious Punch, which canceled a planet surface wiping attack and split the clouds on a global scale, to the max power feats of other anime heroes in their respective animated seasons, Saitama's known power already places him in the highest tier. Characters who demonstrate planet-level destruction in their animated runs are extremely rare and are considered the apex of their own universes. Saitama, by contrast, performed a planetary-level feat as a serious move against the first person who made him try. The implication is that a true maximum effort punch, one where he is genuinely struggling, is something the audience has not and may never see. If you want to see a recap of comparing Saitama with other powerful characters in depth, let me know in the comments below. The conceptual takeaway is this: Saitama's power is a narrative device, not a power level. He is the answer to the question, what happens when the protagonist is simply stronger than everyone else? He exists at a point where the traditional rules of a power-based anime, training, rivalry, struggle, simply do not apply. His power is functionally infinite, meaning he can always throw a punch that is just powerful enough to defeat whatever threat he faces, even if that threat's power is defined as the strongest in the universe. Saitama is not just the strongest hero we see in the first 2 seasons. He is the embodiment of a limit breaker who now operates in a realm of absolute superiority. This inherent, unearnable, unquantifiable strength is what makes him the most unique and arguably the most powerful character in all of anime. That's the power of the hero for fun.